What does it mean to be replaceable? Mickey 17, directed by Bong Joon-ho, is a science fiction story that wrestles with identity, mortality, and the cost of colonizing new worlds. At the center is Mickey, a man whose job is to die, over and over again, so that others can live. But this is not just a tale of sacrifice. It is about the cracks that form when one human life is treated as disposable. In this recap, we will walk through the setup, the characters, the world, and the themes without reveal. This is a spoiler-safe briefing. We will outline Mickey's role, the society that employs him, the early conflicts, and the science fiction world building that frames the story. We will not cover the late act twists or the climax. Think of this as your entry point into the world of Mickey 17, enough to prepare you for the journey, but leaving the revelations intact. The film takes place in a harsh, unforgiving colony on a distant world. Resources are scarce, the environment is hostile, and survival is never guaranteed. Technology allows for the recreation of workers known as expendables. They die on missions too dangerous for anyone else, only to be regenerated with their memories uploaded into new bodies. This chilling practice is presented as normal within the colony, but the audience quickly understands the moral weight. Mickey is one of these expendables, officially the 17th version of himself. Unlike those around him, Mickey does not fully accept his disposability. He is sarcastic, vulnerable, and painfully human in his desire to matter. The story introduces him as someone who performs a role no one else wants, yet begins to ask questions no one else dares. Mickey is sent on lethal jobs, exploring deadly terrain, testing unstable machinery, venturing into conditions that would kill anyone else permanently. Each assignment reinforces the cruelty of the system while showcasing the colony's dependency on expendables to survive. Around Mickey are figures who embody different perspectives on his existence. Some see him as a friend, unable to reconcile affection with his endless replacements. Others see him as a tool, useful only as long as he performs. Authority figures treat him as both asset and liability, emphasizing efficiency over humanity. These dynamics create friction that pushes Mickey toward rebellion. The story shifts when Mickey survives something he was not meant to. Instead of dying as expected, he endures, creating the possibility of two Mickeys at once. This paradox sets the stage for conflict. What happens when the system built on expendability cannot erase a duplicate? From this point, the film explores identity in ways both philosophical and practical. Is Mickey 17 truly the same person as Mickey 16? If memories define identity, what happens when two bodies share them? The colony struggles to answer, but Mickey's existence forces the question into every corner of society. The first half of the story shows Mickey wrestling with his place. He resists being dismissed as just another copy. His relationships strain under the question of authenticity. Meanwhile, authority figures scramble to maintain control, fearing that the very idea of irreplaceability could destabilize their system. At the midpoint, Mickey uncovers truths about how expendables are managed and why the colony depends on them so heavily. Without revealing details, this revelation reframes his fight, not just about personal survival, but about the ethics of an entire system built on disposability. As the story unfolds, the colony itself faces crises, both environmental and social. Scarcity grows worse, tempers flare, and the leaders struggle to maintain control. Mickey becomes both symbol and scapegoat, his existence highlighting tensions already present within the fragile society. The film intertwines survival with morality. Is it acceptable to exploit one person infinitely for the survival of the many? Does repetition of sacrifice diminish its meaning or magnify it? Mickey embodies these dilemmas, making his journey deeply human despite the science fiction frame. As the narrative intensifies, Mickey's choices ripple outward, affecting allies, authority, and the colony's very future. His struggle ceases to be about whether he will survive the next mission and becomes about whether he will ever be recognized as more than a replaceable tool. We stop here, leaving the climax and final resolution unseen. Mickey 17 succeeds by blending biting satire with emotional intimacy. Bong Joon-ho balances dark humor with haunting questions of identity. The visuals emphasize bleak landscapes and sterile technology, contrasting them with Mickey's warmth and humanity. Performances ground the science fiction in relatable emotion, making the extraordinary feel personal. So where do we leave this story? With a man who is supposed to be replaceable but refuses to accept it. With a colony dependent on sacrifice and a system exposed for its cruelty. With themes of survival, identity, and humanity ready to collide in ways that only the full film can reveal. The rest, the twists, the choices, and the final reckoning, is yours to discover.